So I passed out after stopping my truck from driving all night. Woke up, started thinking, I feel like going for a Segway ride. Some of you guys want to know, what is a Segway? That guy. Segway. Morning. Come on your left. Alright, so that part of the video, this part of the video is going to be short because the Segway's range is pretty short. I don't know how far I've ridden so far, probably about 3 or 4 miles. It says I have about 15 miles of range left. I don't believe it. That's always going to depend on your speed, the temperature, the age of your battery. There's all kinds of things that's going to determine on how much range you actually get. I've done a range test years ago when I first bought this unit, and when it was new, I got about 23.4, 23.7, something like that miles on a charge, and I think I had about 4% battery left, which was actually very impressive. At that time, I was about 191, 192 pounds, and my average speed was like 5 or 6 miles an hour. So that's the kicker. In order to get that kind of range, you got to ride really, really slow. That's always good to know. I like to do stuff like that because when it comes to riding these things, sometimes you may need to go a certain distance. So it's always good to know, based off someone else's experience, you know, hey, is it even possible that you can get that far? You will sacrifice speed for the range, but at least you know you can get the range. So if you need to get somewhere, you know you can get there. Having this in the vehicle is always good because if something happened to your vehicle and you had a fully charged Segway with you, you would at least be able to know, hey, dang it, you know, help is 10 miles away. At least you know your Segway can get you there. You bring your charger with you, and if you get there and there's an outlet you can plug into, you extend your range. So I'm gonna go downtown Eagle because I went out here in the open range area. This is not Segway territory, at least not the Segway Miniplus. This would be something for the Nami or the Victor, where I can go out and actually travel between towns along, you know, while following Interstate 70, which you guys can see out there in the distance. So this isn't for that. This is for those emergencies, or I want to mow my grass, or I don't feel like walking to my mailbox, or I want to go to the grocery store in town real quick, you know, type of runs. Not for going on long distance rides, anything further than, like, let's just say 14 to 15 miles realistically. This isn't your guy. I love having this thing with me because it easily fits in your car. You can put this in the passenger foot area of your vehicle and it's perfect. So without further ado, we're going to go on ahead and continue.
That's not even the bathroom. I don't care.
All right, peoples. I got 3 bars showing, indicated 3 out of 5. You guys want to see the results? I've never turned it off, which matters in this case because if you turn this off, it'll lose its data. Okay, so we rode 7.1 miles and we have 52% battery left. So, we're gonna go on ahead right now before I end the video, and I'm gonna do the Swallow Bot upgrade For you guys who don't know what the SwallowBot upgrade is, it is basically a software modification to the motherboard of the Segway Miniplus. If you go to More for Mini, and they didn't sponsor this video, I was just like, since I started riding the Segway again, being in this turd truck, I was thinking like, started thinking about the Segway more, and I started thinking about ways I can improve it since it still works, since I still use it. If you ride accordingly, you'll still get the pretty good decent range, and range is always going to depend on how much you weigh. But yeah, so I'm gonna go on ahead and get that set up. Let me show you guys what the top speed is right now so that you guys can see the difference before and after the SwallowBot. All right, we're at the line. We're gonna start a 60-foot test. Go. That is your after the SwallowBot upgrade, 60 foot. So you still thinking about it? Don't, just get it. Look, I showed it to you guys. That's your before and after with the SwallowBot upgrade, okay? So do I think it's worth it? I'm gonna take him for a ride before I'm gonna do a separate video for that, okay? But I'm gonna take him for a ride and I'll let you guys know what I think about it. We use that Draggy performance unit for the test results. If you guys don't know, Draggy unit is used by professionals. It is one of the most accurate GPS performance modules that you can buy on the market. You usually use it for cars. I've done it with tests for my Nami, my Dualtron Victor, with my cars. So if you want very accurate GPS data, this is what you use. So I've done 3 tests, okay, with before and the after. These are the fastest times. The before times were like very consistent. So I would say that Ninebot has done a very, very good job with tuning the Miniplus with the factory settings. They've done a very good job with tuning it. It is a little more iffy as far as like the sensitivity is a lot sooner than with the SwallowBot upgrade. With the SwallowBot upgrade, the scooter, let's say around mid-range acceleration, it kind of levels out, like it'll back off, so it's not applying too much power like straight up to the 12 or the 14 mile an hour top speed, but it'll start to balance out like midway, somewhere around like 8 miles an hour, 9 miles an hour on full throttle. It'll kind of balance back out, but it still accelerates, but it kind of levels itself out. The factory settings doesn't do that. It'll just stay leaning forward, and then once it gets to that top speed, it backs off, and that's why it's slower on the 60 foot, because it backs off and it starts slowing you down, where the SwallowBot upgrade around the mid-range acceleration, it just balances out, but it still allows you to propel forward without slowing you down before you even get to the 60 foot mark. Because like I said, I was just doing the 60 foot mark because to go any further is kind of pointless. Like these things, 14.5 miles an hour, you know how long it's going to take me to get to 1/8 of a mile doing that? It's just not worth it at that point. Now at that point is how steady can I keep the actual machine so that it doesn't kick me back and slow me down. So we're not going to play those games. We're just going to play the acceleration game. When you look at the overall speed, if you're riding it on the actual distance ride, you will be able to cruise at 12 and 13 miles an hour versus the stock settings. You was only really able to cruise at like 11.5 miles per hour. Okay, yeah, I know, changing outfits and stuff. So here's the question: who is the Segway Miniplus for? Well, I can come up with a couple of people. And come up with the handicapped, which, by the way, if you guys didn't know, if you are handicapped with a doctor's note, you can actually use the Segway Mini Pro and Mini Plus models to transport yourself as an electrical or electronic mobile device, like as you would a wheelchair. So if you have issues with your legs and you just don't want to be on a wheelchair, but you want to use the Segway as a handicap accessible mobile device, you can use it. That's actually kind of dope. I don't think a lot of people know that. A lot of people also think that they will fall when they're riding this thing, you know, and that I had to learn how to ride it too. So like when you buy this unit, they say, hey, look, it's like a 5-minute learning curve. That's for anybody. As long as you can stay standing up on the thing, it's only going to take you about 5 minutes before you're riding off into the sunset, hitting bumpy roads and going off the edges of the sidewalks and all that other good stuff. And that stuff will become very easy for you. So don't overestimate your abilities to be able to ride this thing. If you guys have ridden the hoverboard before, this will be cake in a walk. This is a whole lot easier to ride than a hoverboard. You can use this to mow your grass. Now, of course, it's probably going to depend on the soil that your grass is on. If it's really mushy, then obviously not. But if you got like that hard grass, you know what I mean, like grass is not, you don't sink into it when you're mowing it, then you can use this to mow your grass. It'll be a hell of a lot quicker if you have a push mower. You guys who like to walk to your mailboxes, and your mailbox is like a quarter of a mile down that way because you have one of those super long driveways, this is where the Segway comes into play. Instead of using your side-by-side, use a Segway Miniplus. So heck yeah, this thing is still relevant. I still get use out of it. I mean, hell, I just went to the grocery store that's about a quarter mile up the road, got me some groceries, came back in this truck, started cooking in the air fryer. You feel me? Without further ado, man, that's all I got for now, guys. Let me know if you liked the video, what you guys ride. If you guys ride any electric scooters, any EUCs. I want to get into EUC, and I do have one, but it's kind of a break right now. But if you guys have any other electric mobility vehicles that you use, put it in the comments below. Let me know what you have. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know what you want to upgrade to. Let me know if you think this might have any purpose in your life. A lot of people that, you know, got the push mowers, they see me on it, they're like, man, you think that can ride on the grass? Yes, it can. The Segway Mini Pro, which is the older one, the black one with the skinnier stem, that one is, I would say, is better because you can put bigger tires on it, right? You can probably put bigger tires on the Plus, but you're gonna have to cut the fenders off. So how far do you want to go? How bad do you want off-road tires? Off-road tires on the Segway Mini Pro will allow you better grip, you know, on wet grass and like a little bit of mud, gravel roads, stuff like that, you know. So anyways, that's all I got, you guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Oh, and my Nami peoples, I'm gonna make a video on the Nami. I actually have a video that I need to put together that I've done in a national park down the street from where I'm at right now in Fruita, Colorado. I'm gonna put that video together. I actually got pulled over by the park ranger. I thought that was kind of weird, but whatever. So you guys stay tuned for that video. It's coming, and that's what she said. And yeah, and so that's it. All right, I'll see you guys later. Peace.